Hi everyone, so I'm going over the classwork from Monday, June 1st here. This is our fourth similarity lesson. So this one, well, the first thing I want you guys to do is to watch these three videos and take detailed notes and send them back to me. It's really important to watch these first three videos because then it'll show you how to do these problems, and these problems aren't too bad. I think it's just important to know what you're doing. So just go back to these so you understand, why you're doing the math that you're doing. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do I'll do like 1 and 3, but that'll leave you guys to do 2, 4, and the rest of these. And they're pretty quick problems. Let's see. Well, I'll start with number 1. Let me here. So all we have to do here is just state if the polygons are similar. So it kind of just, I would say similar or not similar. So for this one here, first, let's just match our corresponding sides. So, first off, let's just say, well, this 10 matches this 15. And then, we'll do the outline. Then this 14 over here will match this 21. And basically, if these two figures are similar, all the angles have to be the same. And it says that all the angles are 90 in both, so we're good for that. So for angles, we're good. We know that they are similar for that criterion, but we also have to make sure that the sides are proportional. So basically, all that means is that the relationship between 21 and 14 has to be the same as the relationship between 15 and 10. So let's just figure out, well, what's, I'm going to switch colors here so that you guys can read better. What is 20? Let's go, it doesn't matter whether you do 14 over 21 or 21 over 14. I'm just going to do 14 over 21. So that ratio, if these are similar, has to be equal to the ratio of 10 over 15. These two fractions must be equal for them to be, for these two rectangles to be equivalent, for them to, not equivalent, for these two rectangles to be similar. So 14 divided by 21, what's the factor between that goes into 14 and 21? That should be 7. So 14 divided by 7 is 2. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So this was 2/3, relationship between the two green sides. Now the relationship between the two pink sides also has to be 2/3 for this to be true. And that'll end up working out because 10 divided by 5 is 2, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So for this one, we can say, yes, they are similar. For these two. So that's just an example of how to do this. You have to do it for each side. Since it's a rectangle, these two sides are the same, so I'm not going to do it again. But let me show you one that I think might be a little bit more involved. I said I was going to do 3 earlier. I'm going to skip down to, let's see, I'll do 9. Yeah. So for 9, these are both, what shape are these right here? These are called trapezoids. They're trapezoids when this and this is parallel. It doesn't say that necessarily, but I guess you would know because of the angles. But more important, let's just get into, are they congruent? Are they similar? We're dealing with similarity, not congruence. Let's see. So we just gotta match our corresponding sides. So this 40 is corresponding to the 24. Let's see, this 17.3 corresponds to the 9.4. And let's see, customize. That's not what I wanted. Okay. And this 29 corresponds to the 18. So if these are similar, then 40 and 24, that relationship has to be the same as 17.3 to 9.4, is the same as 29 to 18. So just to show you guys the fractions, you could either do 40 over 24 or 24 over 40. So for this, I'm going to do 24. I'm going to do 40 over 24. So let me switch to that color just to make it clear. Alright, so what is 40 divided by 24? So what goes into both of those numbers? Let's see, I think a 4 goes into both of them, so that'll be 10. And what's 24 divided by? Divided by 4, that gives you 6. So you can actually simplify this further. 10 divided by 6 is the same thing as 5 divided by 3. Okay, so we should be getting 5/3 in the end. So when you put that in your calculator, just to show you guys, 5 divided by 3 is 1.66. I could have started from the beginning and just said, well, 40 divided by 24 will also give you that. So you could kind of skip the simplifying. I just want to practice that. So 5 divided by 3 here. So basically, each of these ratios has to give you 5 over 3. So let's try another one. And all 3 have to give you 5/3. We have to try every one. I'm not going to do this one over here on the right just because it's the same as the one across. They said that on both. Alright, so line. So does 17.3 over 9.4. Oops. Try that again. 17.3 over 9.4. Does that give you the same thing? Does that give you 5/3? And this is a decimal. I can't do that in my head. So let's go over here and check. 17.3 divided by 9.4. 1.84. So that's interesting. So this gave you 1.84. And if you remember, this over here, the 5/3, that was 1.667. You could round it up somewhere, but either way, these are clearly different ratios. So at this point, you could stop and say not similar. So if you realize that they're not similar, you don't have to check every ratio. Once you know that 2 of them don't match up, you're done at that point. So I just did 1